guys, it's Fran here. This is actually my very first YouTube video that I'm ever making. Yep. YouTube's been around for a long time and I'm a bit of a latecomer. But yeah, I really wanted to make this video. I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while. And I've actually been meaning to make YouTube videos for quite a while. But I've just not found the time to get around to it. But I'm finally taking the time now, so I'm very happy. And the topic I'm actually going to talk about today, well, the message of the video is Sherry Shriner and how I believe she's a false prophet. I know that God wants me to get this video out, so I'm very happy I'm finally getting this done. And yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy because I've actually been trying to make this video, like, this is a rerun. I don't know what number rerun this is, but I've been trying to perfect this video a bit too much, I think. And yeah, I'm trying to be as natural as I can, just trying to be myself on camera. But yeah, I just want to get into what I want to talk about. I believe that Sherry Shriner is a false prophet, and I'm going to share with you why I believe this. I've actually pre-written what I'm going to talk about, or pre-typed. It's on the computer. I've got it in front of me. I've actually shared what I've typed on my Facebook account, but as we all know, we've only got a certain amount of friends, you know, on our friends list, and you know, they share with this person, that person, but you know, you're still a little bit limited to the amount of exposure that you get on the things you post. So that's why I want to make this YouTube video, because I know that it's a bigger audience and there's quite a few Sherry Shriner followers out there, and they're in countries all over the world. So I'm just going to get straight to it. Yeah, so I'm going to read out what I've written. It's addressed, "Attention all followers of Sherry Shriner. What I'm about to say has been a long time coming. The Lord has wanted me to say this for quite a number of months now, and I'm finally taking the time to say this since I'm on camera. Before I begin, I would like to give you some background information on how I came across Sherry Shriner in the first place, just to put things in a bit of perspective for you. I was dealing with a fair bit of demonic activity in my life, in the form of harassment and oppression for quite a number of years. It really took off after I fully gave my life to Christ, and people like some of you out there who've been a Christian for a while, you'd be aware that demons really like to attack new Christians because they're still new in their Christianity and they're still learning, and they like to discourage you from your walk with Christ. So that's pretty much what's happening to me, that I actually had demons already harassing me since I was born, but that's beyond the point. Yeah, so I'm going to keep reading. I reached the point where I felt that my prayers had no long-lasting effect on what I was dealing with. I thought there must be something else I can do to give you longer-lasting peace from the demonic presences that I kept feeling around me on and off. Mind you, I even felt guilty thinking this, as I believed that prayer should be enough to deal with any problem situations that people find themselves in. It did not take long for the Lord to provide me with an answer. Orgon, also known as Orgonite, both of which are ether energy. After a bit of Google search, I came across Sherry's website. After reading her material for a while and contemplating whether or not to purchase her Orgon, as I still had the lingering thought that prayer should be enough beckoning in my mind, I finally bought my first set of Orgon from her. It turned out that Orgon is really nothing new, that many civilizations in the past had the knowledge of Orgon ether energy, but Wilhelm Reich rediscovered it in more modern times as technology improved and Orgon pucks, as we refer to them, were created. Sherry Shriner has really just taken a lot of Reich's information and is passing it off as her own, just as she has done with much of her other information across her websites. Sherry Shriner is not who she claims to be. She is actually, in fact, a false prophet and therefore a wolf in sheep's clothing. I've suspected that Sherry Shriner is not who she claims to be for a long time now, at least 3 years. I did not actually want to believe that she was bad to begin with, and I fought with my inner self, my intuition, for a long time, as I had originally believed that God had led me to her because of the organ that she was selling, which I desperately was in need of 3 years ago now. I've had nothing but bad experiences with Sherry. She has been nothing but rude to me during all the conversations that we have shared in the past, and I even gave her a chance to redeem herself, but all to no avail. And others have also shared with me that they have had the same thing happen to them, so I'm not the only one. She has just not carried herself in the way you would expect someone of her self-proclaimed stature as a prophet of God to carry themselves. Now, my biggest gripe with Sherry is that she fails to truly set people free. She does not fully set people free. Despite all her information, as I said earlier, it is mostly other people's passed off as her own, she leaves out much vital information which they need to be fully and truly healed. Let me explain what I mean by this. You see, she sells organ to people at a fairly steep price, I must add, but organ only stops demons from coming into your home. It does not stop them from messing with your life outside of the organated areas. So wherever you put your organ outside of those areas, they can still get to you. They still attack you through other people, including family members and friends, and turn them against you, especially if they're non-believers. And it also does not stop the demons from attacking your mind with negative thoughts and temptations through telepathy either. Trust me, I know this from much experience. And the biggest thing is that millions of you still have generational curses lingering over your heads from the sins committed by your ancestors, which still need to be broken in order for anyone to be actually completely set free. And this is where I wrote in big bold writing, Sherry Schreiner does not teach anyone about generational curses. The only page she really has on spiritual warfare and deliverance is her page called The Hooks and Roots of Sin. And the information on this page is by no means enough to set anyone free. There is no information whatsoever on the different curses found in the Bible, and most of the information on the curses found in Leviticus chapter 26 and 27 and Deuteronomy chapter 27 and 28. If you guys want to go check it out, check out information. There is no mention of what they are, how they work, and how you can be freed from them. I'm referring to Sherry Schreiner's website now, her page, and other areas of the website. I know all this because God has been teaching me in the area of spiritual warfare and deliverance for some time now. So I have the knowledge to know what is necessary to truly set someone free from all demonic harassment and oppression. I will admit that I'm still learning in this area and will continue to do so, but I know enough to come to my conclusions. If Sherry Schreiner was genuine, she would provide people with all the necessary spiritual deliverance information on her websites for them to be spiritually free from all demonic activity and influence in their lives. But she does not, because she's not of God, but of Satan. She works for Satan. That's the bottom line. You withhold vital information from the people, you are nothing but a liar. There is no other way of looking at it. I've asked God for confirmation on all this many, many times. My biggest confirmation came from a very good friend of mine, who I'm going to keep as anonymous because she has asked me to for reason of privacy, who is a truly sincere, trustworthy and loving Christian whom God has gifted with the gift of prophecy. If you don't know about the spiritual gifts that God gives to all believers, you might want to Google that as well, you know. Google, just type in spiritual gifts, and it should come up with quite a bit of information. And she told me that when she asked God about Sherry Schreiner and whether or not she was trustworthy, that God gave her a vision of a black snake. Now, I don't know about any of you, but seeing a black snake is a pretty clear answer to me. We all know which creatures are consistently referred to as snakes and serpents in the Bible, and it's none of the good guys. Snakes and serpents have always been references to Satan, fallen angels, and demons. I asked my friend if she had ever seen a black snake in a vision given to her from God before, and she answered that there was one other instance in which she did. This was a reference to a family who were idol worshippers. They worship false gods, so demons, as there is a demon behind each false god, who she was trying to help at the time. She said she saw the exact same black snake in that instance. So what does that tell you guys? Think about it. Snakes and serpents, always a reference to Satan himself and the fallen angels and demons. I've talked with numerous people on Facebook who follow Sherry Schreiner, and they've told me numerous instances where they were talking to her and she'd be rude to them and call them a liar after they shared something they've been through, you know, some spiritual experience they've been through. And she's just not a very nice person in general. For someone who claims to be a prophet of God, she just has a bad attitude. That's the bottom line. She hasn't got a good attitude at all. The way she talks to people is not the way you should talk to people if you claim to be such, you know, so high and almighty like she claims to be, having all the answers. She also likes to go on about her Bible codes. She loves her Bible codes, but when you ask her even a simple question like, could you please explain to me how Bible codes work. She can't even answer you. She tells you, oh, it took God years to teach me. Okay, well, why can't you tell me at least something about it? And the truth of the matter is, she doesn't know what she's on about. She really has no idea. She just claims a lot of stuff, but nothing to back it up. She's got nothing to back that up, which she states. But she does have a lot of good information on her website, I have to say that. But like I said, the information is other people's, and she just, you know, passes it off as her own. She'll just read something and then type it up, whatever they've written, and put it on her website. And so, you know, I'm not going to say that she hasn't got good information, but you've got to be careful because she mixes it with lies, and that's how Satan works. He gives you truth and a certain element of lies, and just enough truth to convince you that, you know, it's true. Because if he gives you too many lies, well, ooh, you know, your light bulb will go on and go, hang on, something's wrong here. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Be careful. We're living in the end times. There's plenty of false prophets out there, and Sherry Schreiner is just one of them, but she is the main one. She influences a fair few people. And yeah, forgive me if I've made any mistakes in this video. It is my first video, like I said, and I actually I've got a couple more things to say before I forget. But I'm not disputing Orgone at all. Orgone is good stuff. I've got the stuff all through my house and in my yard. It works. It's kept demons out of my house. I used to have them coming in my house, giving me bad dreams and holding me down in bed, paralysing me, and a couple of other things. And that doesn't happen anymore. They do still give me nightmares because they can still access you outside from the organated area. They can still somehow give you a bad dream because they're in the fourth dimension, and the fourth dimension is parallel to our third dimension, and that's where they're actually located. And the third and fourth merge, they, you know, converge, merge. But yeah, so Orgone works, but I suggest you guys make your own. I'm going to actually attach a recipe of Orgone, how to make it, because it's not that hard, and I guarantee you that making it yourself will be a lot cheaper than buying it from Sherry Schreiner. And there's actually a couple of other good people you can get the Orgone from too on the internet. I'm running out of time. They only give me 15 minutes here to make this video. I'm at 12:30 now, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, Sherry Schreiner, I believe that God asked me to do this video because I've studied a lot of her material, her websites, I've read a lot of her information, and I actually do believe that there's a reason why God led me to her, and that is to expose her, which is what I'm doing right now. So there was a purpose after all. And like I said, Orgone's been around for a while, and Bill M. White brought it back up, you know, onto our modern scene. And yeah, so Orgone does work, but like I said, it's limited to how much it can help you. You still need to break generational curses. If any of you guys need information, if you suspect there's any generational curses running in your family, on your life, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you, provide you with some links and information, that kind of thing. So if you like this video, press like. If you didn't like it, well, oh well, doesn't bother me. I've just got my message out that God wanted me to get out, so that's the main thing. And if you want to leave any comments, feel free to do so as well. And yeah, I am planning to make some more videos in the near future. Thank you. God bless. I'll stop the video now. Bye.